It is with great pleasure and honor that I join you all here at the Copenhagen Democracy Summit this year. Even though I have spoken virtually at the summit many times before, I have always wanted to be here in person, so I can thank you all for your continuous and unwavering support for Taiwan, its democracy, and the Taiwanese people. I want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Robinson for the invitation to speak at this important event once again, and for the chance to visit your beautiful country. I also want to commend the Alliance of Democracies Foundation for its tireless effort to bring us together, especially in times as consequential as these. The theme of this year's summit is an essential and timely one. It is about how to collaborate and safeguard freedom and democracy in the world, shifting alliances and deepening cooperation between authoritarians. These challenges are now at the very core of our shared struggle. As we remind ourselves that there are core values that transcend all other differences, we are now facing a new world order. And this new world order, the way democracy deals with one another, has become quite fickle. Therefore, we must be clear in our goals and missions, and we must be creative and innovative. This way, we can then collectively and effectively strengthen our security and defense, and only then can we preserve the values we hold dear. We met today in the aftermath of what has been called the super year of elections, a year that brought dramatic changes in leadership and legislative dynamics across the democratic world. This new geopolitical landscape can be defined by uncertainty and unpredictability surrounding the existing trade and security orders. The uncertainty stems from the shifting world order, as all the assumptions about alliance and the role of major powers are now being called into question. Moreover, around the world, the authoritarian threat looms larger than ever. This has challenged the security order that has been established since the end of the Second World War. Democracies are now finding themselves in a situation where security responsibilities are being re-established. The European Union now has the awareness and understanding that it should be ready to take additional responsibility in Europe, collective security arrangements such as NATO. In addition, unpredictability also arises from the rebalancing and redefining of trade relationships. The trade conflict we are seeing now are challenging the decades-old international trade rules and order. The newly realized uncertainties and unpredictabilities pose unprecedented challenge for us. Therefore, while faced with possible conflicts in rebalancing trade interests and redistribution of the security responsibility, democracies have to make sure that they are still united and continue to be effective in maintaining their effectiveness in responding to their individual and collective security. These efforts have to be consistent and solid because our adversaries are constantly aligning and developing new methods to divide us, to erode our institutions, and to polarize our people. What this means is that democracies will have to be even more committed to tackling the uncertainties and challenges that engaged after such changes. To do that, will require great wisdom from our leadership and collaboration from all societies. Now is the consequential time for outreach and adaptation. The rules of engagement have changed, so our collective strategies must evolve with them. At the moment, we are also in dire needs of a new strategy to keep our countries safe and our economies prosperous. Making ourselves resilient in the face of challenges is the key word. And it is not just a buzzword. It is the scaffolding of sustainable autonomy. It allows us to absorb shocks, adapt under pressure, and emerge stronger. In Taiwan, we know what resilience looks like because we understand all too well the danger posed by those who seek to exploit democracy's imperfection. Our people experience the ill effects of authoritarian rules, and now we are experiencing the much intensive threats and intimidations almost on a day-to-day basis. Our neighbor thought by routinizing cyber attacks, hacking, and military exercises, the people of Taiwan will either be debilitated by fear or become complacent. This was certainly not the case. On the contrary, the Taiwanese people use their experiences as the basis to build their resilience. Resilience has helped us defend our elections from authoritarian interference. It helped us weather the challenges posed by the pandemic. It helped us counter information manipulation while making our people more informed. Resilience also comes in many forms, from individual to collective, from economic to security. In the past 8 years, Taiwan has proactively built its resilience on multiple fronts. For example, in national defense, Taiwan has continued to increase investment. By the time my administration ended in May 2024, Taiwan's defense budget has risen by over 80% at a rate of nearly 8% each year. This is the most organized and systemic defense investment Taiwan has ever made. Taiwan will continue to increase investment as required by its security needs. In addition to investments in traditional platforms such as combat aircraft, Taiwan also made substantial investments in asymmetric capabilities such as mobile land-based anti-ship cruise missiles. These investments also extend to our troops who have been receiving improved combat training and equipment to enhance their battlefield awareness as well as command and control. We also learned from the experiences of our friends in Europe and launched the All-Out Defense Mobilization Agency for reforms of reserve force training and for building whole-of-society defense resilience. These initiatives will maximize Taiwan's self-reliance in defense and societal resilience in the face of increasing threats. We also want the world to know that we are willing to bear our shares of burden and do not take our security partners' support for granted. Taiwan has also fortified its digital infrastructure to withstand cyber threats and has coordinated with civil society to counter information manipulation. In this era of advanced technology, we all must contend with foreign information manipulation and interference, that is FIMI. as well as cognitive warfare. While technologies have given the public a platform from which to express themselves, they have also facilitated the proliferation of information manipulation. Ill-intended actors use social media platforms to spread false and misleading information to strengthen our democratic foundations. Their actions are designed to drive a wedge between fellow citizens, between societies and governments, and even between countries. Moreover, with the rise of AI technology, cognitive warfare is becoming less restrained by language or national borders. It is now easier than ever to infiltrate societies through information campaigns that can have dire consequences. The divisions this creates have presented a substantial obstacle to democratic governance and cooperation. Therefore, it is essential that we also enhance our domestic resilience against such behavior with participation of diverse stakeholders. This includes the business community, local governments, civil society, and the media. It is through collaboration and information sharing that we can build a fortress against such intrusion. Having solid national defense and a stable domestic political environment is not enough. Taiwan's economic resilience is built on the concept of not keeping all the eggs in one basket. Through strategic partnerships, Taiwan has built an ecosystem that is ready to contribute to the secure global supply chain. Our high-tech sector, particularly in semiconductors, have become vital not only to Taiwan's economy, but also an indispensable part of the global economy. In an age where AI also defines power, Taiwan's chip industry anchors global prosperity. As the global order undergoes transformation, Taiwan remains a steadfast partner to the international community. Our commitment to democracy, human rights, peace, and prosperity has never wavered. Not only do we understand all too well that damages posed by those who seek to exploit democracy's imperfection, the Taiwanese people have also experienced firsthand all effects of authoritarian rules. Taiwan's existence helped keep China's expansionist ambition in check. For the broader international community, Taiwan's existence shows that democracy can survive and thrive even when under constant threat. Taiwan's security is essential to regional stability and to defending democratic values amid mounting authoritarianism. We also understand the strategic interests of our partners, and we act in ways that strengthen them. Taiwan is uniquely positioned to serve as a high-tech manufacturing hub within the democratic camps. This manufacturing agility enhances global supply chain resilience, especially for partners in our region and beyond, and in sectors like electronics, green energy, and healthcare. I'm also confident that neither external aggressions nor domestic challenges can weaken the resilience of our people and our democratic system. Taiwan has shared and will continue to share our experience in resilience building with our friends from the international community. Our reliability is not measured only by slogans, but by our consistent action, even in the face of extraordinary pressure. I want to reiterate here that threats or coercion will never shake Taiwan's resolve to engage and contribute to the world. The people of Taiwan stand ready to strengthen cooperation with our friends from around the world in all areas where we share mutual interests. We're living through a profound transition in the global order, where long-standing assumptions are challenged. The world as we know it is being remade. But amid the uncertainty, one thing remains clear: democracy and resilience are the bedrock of our future. Taiwan has shown that it is possible to stand firm against authoritarian pressure without losing our openness, our humanity, our democracy. We offer our experience as proof that democracy, despite imperfect, is enduring and can resolve the most difficult challenges. Taiwan always looks forward to being joined by those who share the same desire in facilitating and safeguarding stability and peace. And Taiwan also stands ready to share with international partners its decades of experience and lessons learned. So our region and the rest of the world are more prepared and equipped to maintain what is so precious to us, that is the freedom and democracy we all enjoy. While we will surely face other challenges in the future, I'm very confident that by being united and working together, we will always come out on top. I want to thank Mr. Robinson and Alliance of Democracies Foundation again for the invitation. It is such a great pleasure to be here and be among you all. Thank you.